Today's verdict has deep meaning for community organizers and a Utah family we spoke to.
Lauren Steinbrecher, in fact, spoke to them and joins us from outside the Salt Lake City Public Safety Building with more on the reaction. Lauren.
Yeah, Max and Kelly, in fact, we can hear the group marching back here tonight. They started here at the Public Safety Building, gathered outside. The tone here much different than what we saw almost a year ago on May 30th. The group then marched down all the way to what's known as Fleet Block, where the mural of George Floyd is at. Now we understand that they are marching back, and some of the family, some of the people here know exactly what this kind of justice feels like, those who feel they did not have justice within their own family.
Stand up, fight back. Stand up, fight back.
Outside Salt Lake City Police headquarters as protesters called for justice.
No justice! No peace!
Today, a feeling of justice and mixed emotions.
Happiness and sadness, you know? It's like we shouldn't have to celebrate when a murderer is convicted of murder.
With Derek Chauvin guilty on all charges, the group says they feel hope.
Before today, we were getting pretty close to almost losing hope. It felt like it was impossible to get justice.
Especially for someone like Ruby Mercado.
To see how all 4 officers reacted that day is horrendous.
Her brother, Giovanni Mercado Bedoya, was killed by police in Ogden in 2019. The family says officers were cleared in his death. They've now filed a civil suit.
911 calls made it clear that he was disoriented and that he was not a threat to anyone.
What happened in Minneapolis means everything to them.
And I'm just hoping that this opens up the doors to finally get the justice that my brother deserves as well.
It means everything to Black Lives Matter Utah.
Black Lives Matter!
Like Scott says, she's never seen justice in her life until now.
I can't say that. I saw it today. I did. Feels good. Yeah.
So they celebrate a guilty verdict, honor George Floyd's life, mourn his death,
and George Floyd, his Black Life Matters,
while continuing the work of their movement. One thing that Black Lives Matter Utah really hammered home as they gathered here to demonstrate was to keep everything peaceful, and you could feel that calmness, that relief. And in fact, they are coming back up the street right now. You can kind of see through the police barriers some lights, some police lights as they close down the street. We can hear them chanting. They had signs, justice for Dante Wright, who was killed last week, but also signs, justice for George Floyd. Live in Salt Lake City, Lauren Steinbrecher, Fox 13 News, Utah.